Bronny Princess James has officially finished his rookie season. Yes, we still have the playoffs to look forward to, but let's talk about the positive things and the negative things of his rookie season. I'm not gonna lie, for someone that was picked in the second round, 55th overall, Bronny James did a pretty good job on staying relevant. I mean, you can say that, he's LeBron James' son and he got all the media attention just because of that alone. But there was actually some situations where he actually showed out and took full advantage of all the opportunities that he was given. If you think Bronny James had a good season, give this video a like. If not, let me know in the comment section on what you think of his rookie season. Bronny James played 26 games in the NBA and played 11 games in the G League. A lot of people didn't really expect much from Bronny, especially what he went through in his first season in USC as a freshman. Because you have to think about the heart problems that he had to go through and missing majority of the season. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not really gonna expect too much from a player that was picked 55th pick in the second round. When Bronny was given the opportunity to play a little bit more than usual, either he was able to hold his own or play a little bit under average, or sometimes he would have great games where you would not expect him to put up 39 points or 17 points in the NBA, or the 39 points was in the G League, but the opportunity was given to him and he was still able to capitalize from it. Later in this video, we'll talk more about the negative side of his rookie season. But before we continue the positive side of things, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification button, as I will be making basketball content for you guys every week. And now, let's get to it. It's quite obvious that since you're LeBron James' son, even if you blink or even if you fart, it will make ESPN, First Take, whatever, CNN, just because that you're in the NBA playing with your daddy. Having that big media machine behind you publishing every single thing that you do is a great positive thing. And the fact that we didn't see Bronny James do anything foolishness or off the court or even on the court shows how disciplined Bronny James is. I think the worst thing that we saw on the court that he did was tell a fan that his chain was fake or something in Cleveland. I don't know where it was, but that was hilarious. Growing up in a household where your dad is the best basketball player of his era, you definitely will learn a thing or two on how to handle yourself in public or even in private. The only reason why I'm saying private, because you know how many people get in trouble in private, being with their better half, whether that's their boyfriend, girlfriend, or wife. Like, there's so many NBA players nowadays that you see, especially in the NFL or any public figure that gets in trouble, even inside their home, that you hear them beating their wife or their girlfriend and getting arrested, and now they're losing money on their contracts because of that. And so far, we didn't hear anything like that from Bronny James. As the season went on, we saw a little bit more of Bronny James, because if you look in the past, I don't think a lot of people even heard his voice getting interviewed or any documentary about him. A lot of people didn't really know his personality or how he is as a kid in general. I mean, you have to give props to LeBron James for protecting his family, but at the same time, Bronny James was slowly getting a lot of attraction in high school, as he had plans on getting drafted or getting ranked in general. But I guess at the end of the day, he doesn't really need that much attraction because, as we all know, his daddy is LeBron James. At the second half of the season, Bronny James started to get a little bit more interviews because the dude was low-key starting to ball a little bit more, especially in the G League, where he dropped 39 points, and a lot of people wanted to know, what was it thinking? What was your preparation like when you did that? And people were starting to see him a little bit more. I don't think Bronny James get enough credit that, especially showing that much improvement at the end of the season or at the second half of the season. That shows commitment, and the dude is really out there paying attention, and he really does care, because a lot of these second round pick guys, yes, it might be a little bit more discouraging where you don't know what's gonna happen to you in the season, or you're gonna get your contract extended, or you're even gonna get signed at all. But in Bronny James' situation, he was still able to capitalize on the situations that he was given, and that right there shows a lot of commitment from him. And nowadays, I think 80% of these NBA cats, they don't even really commit to the game like that, and they're just in it for the spotlight, being famous. And JJ Redick himself said it in his podcast that over 80% of NBA players does not care about basketball. And the fact that this early of the stage of Bronny James' career, he's already showing some type of love to the game that we didn't really know that he really did love the game or not. But the fact that he is showing this much improvement late in the season speaks volumes that he really do care about basketball. Because at the end of the day, this dude is coming from a billionaire family. Bronny James don't need basketball. He doesn't really need to be hooping out here, sweating, bumping on people, getting criticized. This dude could just literally stay in Calabasas, Beverly Hills, or wherever the hell he wants to live, because his dad is LeBron James and he got all the money and resources on whatever he wants to do in life. But the fact that he still showed up to practice, to work every single day, doing films. I remember when Rich Paul said something about Bronny James after he went to the hospital dealing with a cardiac arrest with his heart, and Rich Paul was like, dude, this guy, the very next day that he became conscious, this dude was going over film. Bronny James was watching film of himself trying to get better as a basketball player after almost dying. Now, I don't know how much you can measure people's love for the game, but the fact that you almost died and one of the first things you did when you wake up is go over film and trying to get better as a basketball player, man, that's love right there. One of the greatest positive things that Bronny definitely showed us this past season about him is that he actually loves the game. And right there, that's all you need to know about Bronny James as a basketball player, because if you don't love what you do, you're not gonna go very far. But the fact that Bronny James is showing that he really do love the game, man, like, it's gonna be exciting watching Bronny James move forward with his career. Now let's talk about the negative side of things of Bronny James this past season. At this point, I believe everybody has heard this saying, what makes you cry is the same thing that's making you laugh. For the same reason why Bronny James is in the NBA is the same reason why it's also a negative thing for him. And that's his dad, LeBron James. We've all seen and heard what LeBron James has been saying and talking about Bronny James in general, even before he became an NBA player. LeBron would say certain things like Bronny James is better than a lot of guys in the NBA at the current moment when he was in high school. That doesn't really do anything positive but put a target in your kid. Like, why would you say those certain things about your child that's not even in college yet? I understand that LeBron James is out there looking out and trying to boost his son's confidence or whatever he's trying to help him with mentally, but at the end of the day, there's a line on certain things that, it might be a little bit too much at some point, where instead of trying to get something positive out of it, now you're doing a little bit too much where it becomes a little too negative now. Just like that situation that he had with Stephen A. Smith and walking up to him during the game, talking about keep my son's name out of your mouth and leave him out of it. Like, dude, your son, Bronny James, is in the NBA. He is in the realm of getting criticized all over the world on all networks. Like, it seems like in certain situation, LeBron James is making it about himself by overreacting in certain situations just like this. Based on what we saw in this past season about Bronny James, there's not really much of a negative things that we could really talk about, unless if it's just like him being young and he needs more experience, but that's just any other rookie in the league. So there you have it, the negative and the positive things about Bronny James this past season. If you made it this far in my video, comment Bronny on the comment section. And if you have any suggestion on what type of videos I should be making next, let me know in the comment section as well. And if you haven't done so, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And we will see you on the next video.